Hello. So let's talk about the Venus retrograde through Capricorn. It actually could not be a better start for this year because the influence of the Capricorn is kind of like allowing us to land on the fertile soil of our hearts again. Because Capricorn is very true to one's core values and will not bend. So it's a perfect start, starting with one's true being, shattering off all of that which does not serve up to the highest best. And so far, this retrograde has been very fertile. I have been sensing very simple but remarkable things illuminating in my consciousness. It's like the simplistic nature of Capricorn can see a lot of value in small things, you know. Sometimes we overlook something beautiful about us because it's not common, or we think in ourselves that it needs to be more, it's not enough, or that very usual human thinking. We live inside of a dream castle of some sort, and we completely dismiss what is right here and what is right now. Our true being in its own imperfect perfection right now. The beauty we miss when we don't look at it. And Capricorn is very down to earth and does not bear any bullshit, doesn't tolerate any bullshit. So this retrograde will be and is already a reclaim of our true values. And Venus again being the planet of love and the truth. Will ask of us, what are the true values of our heart? For what are we obedient? For what do we pledge allegiance to? What kind of agreements have we made? And what kind of world does that create around us and within us? Capricorn is very responsible. It has this nature that wants to remain loyal for the internal calling, the life purpose, the goal, whatever it is that is important to you. Capricorn will not lose that from sight. So this retrograde may bring up themes such as, have I been obedient for what is truly important for me, what matters? Have I dismissed my own goals? What are they really? And have I dared to take the steps towards my true goals? Do I remember them in the first place? This retrograde is out to bring remembrance. Remembrance of who you truly are and why are you here? And what values does your being carry? What is the matter of the heart? What is it? And it can be something so simple. And at least it starts with simplicity, with small little things. Because Capricorn is asking us to get real. What do we really want? Like really, in our heart. What are we denying? What are we dismissing? Capricorn really is here to cut down the bullshit. And that the sun is in Capricorn as well. And it's so divinely wise and divinely orchestrated that the Aquarian season starts right after the Capricorn. You know, it's like shattering off the illusions, getting real with ourselves, you know, landing into our own soil, to our roots, to our true roots. And then we can actually start dreaming and imagining, using our imagination authentically, like the Aquarius is doing. So Capricorn is just like purifying our heart, all of that, which actually isn't true. All of the illusions must go, because there is something so beautiful in there. You know, sometimes we think that there's nothing there, or, you know, we don't have what it takes, or we still need to work on this and this and that. And I'm not saying that it's not true, but there are kind of like two mentalities of starting to, you know, making oneself better. And the other place is like you already kind of accept and love yourself. And not kind of, but actually really, you really do already like yourself. And then you expand that. And then the other way of starting to do things is like you deny, you create an obsession of some kind. You want to be something else that you are. You're escaping yourself, you know. You're escaping your past, that because there was nothing there, or it made you it disappointed you somehow. Be forgiving. Capricorn is asking us to take a closer look. And I'm not saying that we don't need to go through our disappointments that are real, you know. When we don't live up to the values of our heart, we become disappointed, and it's true. And it's beautiful to also acknowledge, give attention to the part of yourself that feels disappointment. Because Capricorn is goal orientated, as I said. It wants to achieve what it burns for. So may this retrograde be a reminder of what do you really want, and also how do you want to achieve what you're aiming for. Because the heart has its own mysterious way of approaching the dreamland. And sometimes we don't see that we are actually already done so much. We are already somehow in the truth of our soul, in the heart. Sometimes in the worldly hustle, we dismiss it, we don't see it, but it's there all the time. Sometimes it's not about achievement. It's just a matter of allowing one to appreciate what is in the now and have the right kind of sight to see it. Having the heart to see what is actually there. Looking with your heart. What do I have here and now? And you might actually find some roses. You might actually find something very beautiful. You just have to look and dare to love that which seemingly isn't much. The beauty is in the eye of who's looking. Or I'm not sure if that's the right way of saying in English, but you get what I mean. Choosing to see the beauty, choosing to see lovingly, because it opens up just ever so much. Just ever so much. And the one who sees muchness, where seemingly is just a little bit, is truly rich from the heart. And that kind of soul will be rich outwardly as well, if he wants to. Yet one thing is for sure. If one cannot see the beauty or the enjoyment in little things, it is impossible to enjoy the greater things. So have daringness to look what is in the now and see the value in that. Because otherwise, when you will have much from the outside, you will have nothing from the inside. And what you have in the inside is that which carries you. Hello, cat. Which carries you throughout the creation. And that is what determines the direction of your living. So create wisely. Cherish the treasures of your heart, the virtues. What are your true virtues? It's like being real, who you really are, your values, your truth. Like I said, the nature of Capricorn does not bear any bullshit. So it's cutting off all the beliefs, all the layers that have absolutely nothing to do with the true you. So it's kind of like the hatching and the unraveling of your true heart. How beautiful is that? And finding your heart from those places as well, from where you might have not looked before, or if there's something that you've been overlooking or not maybe appreciating that much. Seeing your value in all the possible phases that life has brought you through. Seeing your beauty in all in that. And the nature of Capricorn is also like cutting off the drama, because it's like all the internal conversation we get into determines our flow of energy. And the Capricorn is asking, how far from the drama can we detach ourselves, and where does that then lead us? Just not giving a heck what others say about you, or some kind of general atmosphere. It doesn't matter. Only the truth of your heart matters. Only the true calling of your heart. What is it? Detach yourself from all the drama around you and follow the unknown ways of your heart. Just see how far you can go. Find excitement from that, because drama is a loop, right? It's a conversation that never kind of ends. But the story of your heart, though, the realness of your heart, it's this mysterious road that just takes you into your land of roses that can be just under your nose all the time. And using your own real character, your own realness, to create your own reality as you want it to be created, not how someone else wants it to be created. Being really down to earth with that. Being down to how your heart wants your earth to be flourishing. There is no other condition. This retrograde is like rebooting all the conditioning that we have agreed in our hearts, in our minds, and liberating us to live a life that looks like our real nature. So expect good things to be reclaimed through this retrograde season. Good things. And just choose to see them everywhere. Don't go far out there to look for them. They are right here. It's just natural law that everything you need is always with you. if you choose to believe in it, you choose to have faith in that, everything I need is right here and right now. When you have the realness of yourself and the infinite realness of your heart, you can create anything and find what's already there. So ask for eyes to see what you have already been planting. Because sometimes it's just our self-worth, our lowered self-worth, that does not allow us to see that we already got it all right in our hands. Oh yeah. And then also something about a romantic matters. It's like getting real with what you want from love. What love and romance looks for you. Like for real. For real. You know, the heart has a want. And as far as the wants and needs aren't just totally like selfish and like out of touch, which they usually aren't when one just like really sincerely wants to hear the, you know, songing of the heart. The want of the heart is real, and it needs and deserves and is destined to have its fulfillment. And us, as the guardians of the heart, we need to take care of the heart. We need to listen to it, and to respond to the needs. Otherwise, it just all goes out of hand. And nothing's more sad than when we don't listen to our askings of the heart. Because our heart has the keys to our happiness. And all we need to do is listen and follow. And there's just so much beauty in there. So never dismiss the desire and the want of the heart. Be resilient in it. Be a little bit stubborn as well with it, you know. Don't give away your values. Don't give away that which you really do know that you want. Don't let yourself to be persuaded into something that isn't really you. When you feel that you really want something, you just it's God. It's God that has put it there, so don't dismiss it. So what love truly is to you in romantic affairs, in everyday life, the love you share with your children, with your family, with everybody in the world. What does it mean in everyday life? What it really is to you. So coming back into that, really sticking to it, aligning oneself with one's own truth, wants and needs, and not settling for any less. And this is also the karmic return of those small little things, you know, that you don't get cheers for in your everyday life. Maybe those little things, those nice little thoughts that no one maybe hears, but which God definitely does hear. Those little things, those little nice things, that little nice love that you spread all over, the karmic return of that, the good things that no one saw you doing. You know, God has everything marked. He sees everything and acknowledges those, especially those things. So it's not like just the big moments of your life when you have achieved something big and great, you know, that grants your fulfillment. But it's those little things that you do in your daily life when no one's looking. Because it's living for yourself, in service to your family, in service to Mother Earth, of course. But it's like, you know, in a way we are just with ourselves most of the time. There necessarily isn't someone always like holding us up. So karmic return, may God bring it in the most nice format. And may there be a continuity with those things. Acknowledgement, how much goodness there is in those little things and how big impact actually. Yes. I think that's about it. Yeah, it's like, you know, those places in nature, in the world, in nature, that can be so beautiful, even though barely nothing grows in there. Like deserts and tundras that may have just like a few species surviving there. Yet there's so much beauty. So much beauty. And the things that growing there maybe just like especially beautiful. Like desert roses. They're so incredibly beautiful. And they can flourish just like there's no one there's no one else. There's nothing much. maybe, where they grow, but just them, and it's enough. They just fill the whole landscape with their beauty. Sand and sky and like sun, warmth. So beautiful. Life endures, and there is strength and beauty in all kinds of environments. It's like I said, a matter of choosing to see it. I think that is true strength. That's real. That's being very real. Because you can always make something, even though it's like if it seems that there's nothing. You always find your muchness. You always find the richness, the prosperity. You can turn failure into opportunity. You just see possibilities. And you can find your tranquility from that. I hope that you find your fertile soil already existing, flourishing, right where you are. Allowing yourself to rest and just live very peacefully after the holidays, allowing oneself to generate, to revive, gain some new life force. Not starting the year with great hustle. Just looking with your heart. What do you really want this year? What do you really want from your life? What is there to find? And how does the realest you get there? I hope you have enlightening moments with that.